I'm Mike Huckman at the Bio Buzz Center, where I'm pleased to welcome Ms. Seema Kumar, who is the Vice President of Innovation Communications at Johnson & Johnson, or as many people call it, just J&J. Thank you for being here at the Bio Buzz Center.
Pleasure to be here, Mike.
I remember time was when you would come to Bio, and essentially it would be all biotech companies, biotech names, quote unquote, big pharma was nowhere to be found. It seems like J&J is ubiquitous here now. Why is that? Because it's all by design, I assume.
Yeah, most people know Johnson & Johnson as a traditional baby powder company, and that we are, and we care a lot about mothers and babies. But we also are a leader in biotech, and so one of the reasons for us to be here at the Bio International Convention is the number of partnering opportunities that are here on a 3-day span.
And so can you put a number on that critical mass in terms of, what is the goal of having such a visible presence here at Bio? I assume at the end of the day, you want to see output from the business development effort.
So for a company like Johnson & Johnson, of its size and scale, innovation and having a large quantity of innovation and ability to access innovation is an important part of our strategy. And so research and development depends on accessing innovation both from our own internal laboratories, but also from external laboratories, including from academia, from biotech, from small startups, etc. And so the opportunity here for us is to actually be here to partner with all of these companies because you may have seen we announced that we signed 17 deals just last week, bringing the total number of deals that we've done through our Johnson & Johnson Innovation Centers to about 200. And so
over what period of time?
Over 2 years. But of course, those were the number of deals, and the number of opportunities we looked at was probably close to 4,000. And so you need that kind of volume of opportunities you're looking at. And what is great about Bio is that in a span of 3 days, I think we've conducted about 500 or so meetings with potential partner companies and existing partner companies, something that would take you 6 months or a year to schedule. So efficiency is a big part of it to be here at Bio.
Yeah, it's like one-stop shop, shooting fish in a barrel in terms of business development meetings.
Absolutely, that's exactly what it is. One-stop shop and really efficient way of getting to a lot of people at the same location.
Seema, why did you and your team and the company in general embark on this course though? What is the value of raising J&J's profile to have it be better known as also a biotechnology or life sciences company?
Well, in today's internet age, you need to sort of be out there and be known as a leader in innovation and biotechnology if you are to be doing deals in biotechnology. That's number one. Number two is that in a place like Bio, showcasing the power of Johnson & Johnson and all of the talent and the scientific talent we have in our midst allows us to actually be a partner of choice because we're interested in partnering and we want to be a partner of choice, and that's why we are here with a big presence.
But every company I would talk to would say they want to be a partner of choice. How do you make J&J stand out in that crowd?
Yeah, that's, so you can only do so much with visibility, but really it's when the rubber meets the road, and our Johnson & Johnson Innovation Centers have been established to make this process efficient, make the process really nimble, agile, and so a lot goes into making sure that we are a good company to partner with. And as I mentioned before, we launched the Johnson & Johnson Innovation Centers, 4 of them, one in San Francisco, one in London, one in Shanghai, and one in Boston 2 years ago. And that's because what we want to do is to be part of the innovation ecosystem, be where innovation actually happens and be part of the fabric of that community. And by so doing that, you are actually able to see innovation as it happens and therefore have a better view, actually, of the kind of opportunities there are out there.
Yep. Not to mention hear things in the coffee houses and the bars and the restaurants all day and all night long.
Coffee houses and bars, and absolutely. One last thing I'll say, Mike, about our innovation strategy is that one of the things we also have as part of the Johnson & Johnson Innovation Group is something called JLabs. JLabs is sort of our no strings attached incubator. So this, we have 6 of them now, mostly in North America.
And when you say no strings attached, what does that mean?
It is basically a space in which companies can come and rent space in this facility, and they have no obligation to us in any way, but basically it's a very capital efficient model.
Like an incubator almost.
Like it is an incubator where small companies can come and they can, you can either get one lab bay if you're a very small startup company, or if you're a 10 people company, you can get a space accordingly. And there's shared resources which allow us to really incubate companies. But because it's no strings attached, there is no sort of formal obligation, quid pro quo. That said, it's a relationship building type of a business, and therefore we are able to sort of not only help the ecosystem by setting up these sorts of labs, but also in addition we're able to sort of get a view into the innovation that's going on in the world.
Very interesting. Seema Kumar, the Vice President of Innovation Communications at Johnson & Johnson. Thanks for joining us at the BioBuzz Center.